but it's always there, and it sort of underpins. Cross block is just, you know, it's a transition of more Shiyuki. So it's a transitional movement. It's not, you know, the end result. It's actually a pathway, and we're seeing that here as well. So if I can borrow Steve, we were doing. You can do this from the wrist grab position here. They grab the wrist. You've got your distraction comes through from here, and you're hitting down. So we're doing it as a press. We're hitting down. So this hooks, this presses, and then as you come back up, bang here, forearm hits, elbow hits over here, and then you go bombing here, and you've got your catch through. So we're going back to the typical strike here, GB 20 point. Yeah, so be careful with it. You've already done a lot of this today. But if it's a punch coming in from here, we go boom. It's the same thing. Yeah. So boom, punch. Now, what I don't want you to do is focus on this. Punch comes in. It's not 1, 2. Punch comes in. 1. Now I don't have to worry about how strong this is. Yeah, and it gives you that throwaway technique. So it goes to the elbow, boom. Okay. So there's always ebb and flow. Okay. Now what you don't necessarily see, and we talked about this last night, is when the punch comes in, I don't try and meet with a single bone. I'll meet with 2 bones, and then I will roll, because that's going to give me a lot more control over the arm. If we do it single bone, what happens is the arm bounces. Okay, what we want it to do is actually, we want it to collapse around our arm, and that gives me control. It feels different, doesn't it? Yeah, you know, working on that or working on that, and then you go, and then we spend kata, and that's what you're doing. In the roll movement in. Right, so we're going to try over here how you can do the under drag. So you can take it across here, and if you can get a sleeve, use it. Throw it down. Yeah. Still within the compoint of the kata. This is important. And what I guarantee people will do, they'll do that, and they'll try and bring the arm out from over here. It's not going to happen. Going from here, you're moving back. Right, into this position here. So if you get a little sleeve tug, fine, use it. But right. Yeah. However, okay. Right. One more time. This hooks, takes you away. Straight back into here. What we want to see is you see it as a strike. Boom. Yeah, but you don't do that because you're going to rip the tendons in the elbow. Right? It doesn't want to be disjointed. It's got to be connected. And again, go back to what we said about walking. When you walk down the road, everything's connected. You don't have to think about how it connects. It just automatically connects. If you had to think about what arm swings forward when I take, it all starts to become very difficult. And that's really where you're at with this technique at the moment. We're at the difficult stage. What you want to do is make it a natural movement. Okay? Everything is moving in, not moving out. So every time you create space, you fill it up. Every time you create more space, you fill it up. So I'm back away from it. Okay? So once you make contact, you know where the person is. So use that information. As soon as you disconnect, you've got to rely on visual feedback, again, which is compromised for a number of reasons. First of all, it's slow in relation to tactile feedback. And the second one is, if you've already been hit, your eyes half closed, your depth perception's gone, you don't know what's going on, okay? So you need that tactile information to allow you to move faster and with much more conviction and much more effect. Okay?
I remember.
Now, let your knees bend and let your body sink. So we're going from here, punch comes in from the bottom, and it's high. Yeah? Within certain ranges, they're predictable. Okay, so we know in advance. When we talk about being faster than our opponent, it's because we know where to expect them to be. So we can actually be going there before they're even on their way there. Okay, so that means we've got a better chance of being there first. Yeah. That's really what you're practicing. So look at the mechanics when you do the move. Understand not just your mechanics, but your partner's mechanics. Understand how what you do breaks down their ability to move and what it forces them to do.